Well, hello everyone. Happy Sunday to you. Linda Anderson here from Linda Lou Creates, and thanks so much for joining me. Hey, I wanted to get my hands on and share with you some of my favorite, well, so far my absolute favorite stamp set out of the new mini catalog, the one that begins and goes live the beginning of January. And I absolutely adore this set. Love Cats is the name of it. I had to pull it out and show it off to you and make some cards. Now, it kind of has a Valentine's Day theme to it, but I ended up making thank you cards because I need some. So let me just show you what I did. And I'm going to start with this one right here. Now, I do have a bit of a story behind it, of course. I feel like I'm always telling you stories. But we had, my very first cat was, we rescued a black cat, actually two brothers, and from the Humane Society. Called them Fred and Barney. And I loved these cats, especially the one, Fred. Now, they pushed out the screen from the window and escaped, and only Fred came back. I'm always like, he was such a chicken liver that we knew he would be the one to come back if anything like that happened, and he did. We would see Barney out in the woods every so often, but he would never let us capture him or get him, bring him back into the house or anything like that. So anyway, this is an ode to Fred, my favorite black cat. So here we go. I have my card base is Balmy Blue. It is the 5.5 by 8.5, scored down the center at 4 1/4. Inside, I just have, I don't know if you were noticing this new designer paper. It is called Country Gingham. Let me bring a couple sheets in for you. The colors are the Petal Pink, Balmy Blue, Mint Macaron, and Sweet Sorbet. And I mean, check out all these gorgeous gingham patterns then in a variety of those colors. So I had to pull out that pack of papers too and pair it up with my Love Cat. So inside is another new item from the catalog. This time it is the Easter Bunny, and I just thought it would be cute to be a thank you card that you're a friend like no other, and then I can write my note saying thank you so much. Now this stamp set comes as a bundle. Here's the punch. Let me tell you, I recommend anytime someone, if you want a stamp bundle, or if you want a bundle rather, out of any of the catalogs, and it contains a punch, I recommend getting that one right away, because I feel like the punches sell out pretty quickly, and then it's been taking a while for them to come in. So that's my little tip for today. Now, also, I have my piece of basic white, 4 by 5 1/4. I've already stamped in the Memento Tuxedo Black, the sentiment from the Love Cats set. I have 2 pieces of that gingham, country gingham. Sorry, I keep forgetting what to call it. And it is, they're 5 1/4 by 1 inch wide. All right. So let me show you then to the cat. Let me bring back this stamp set. It is all one piece here with the cat and the hearts. So I just cut it out and eliminated the hearts. So because I knew, like I said, I needed to make some thank you cards. So let me get some of my stuff out of the way. I feel like I'm all over the place this evening. So, all right, so let's get on. You know what? I'm going to, what do you think? I'm going to do that. I'm going to flip this around. I see I got a smudge of something on my pattern paper here. So I'm going to use the other side of it. Then, but I want the red on the bottom. So here we go. That will look good though too, but okay, let's put the red on. So I want the red on the bottom. And it's just going to go straight across, overlap that piece of white, the basic white. And now I have, instead of the blue, let's go with the petal pink. And yeah, I mean, that looks pretty sharp with the sweet sorbet. So see, we can always change things up. So from here, I am going to go ahead and still use that balmy blue card base. I just think, you know, that's fine. The colors still work. A lot of times, if you ever get stuck with color combinations, pull out your catalogs, look at the designer series papers and the coordinating colors, and there you have a nice array of color combinations that you can use then. So never be afraid to do that. And now, like I said, I have cut out my cat, my Fred. I've put a bunch of the mini black dimensionals. These come as sort of like a combo pack with the regular size dimensionals as well in black. So you get, I think, 2 sheets of each. And then I have cut some of them down a little bit just so I can make sure that his tail has some dimensionals there as well. So let me line this up, put him down. Now I used the dark of the blends, the dark sweet sorbet, and I colored up some of the iridescent pearls. I am running low on them, as you can see. So here they are, and I just went ahead, like I said, colored them up. So let's get a couple of them put down. So I thought I would use these in place of the hearts. So let's go ahead, because like I said, this is my, it is a thank you card. So, and that's it. Quick and simple. Just a little bit of paper. And when it's double-sided, you can pick what colors you want to use. So that was kind of fun to switch that up. All right, so here we go. Let's get this one put aside. Now I do have another one that does use the combination of the petal pink and the sweet sorbet. This one was meant to be these colors, or this is how I did it. So let's go ahead and let me show you all the supplies for this one. Now I have a top folding, which you know I love, card base of crumb cake, 11 by 4 1/4. The score line now is at 5.5. Inside I have my, let me show you here something. When I cut this piece, this is 2 by 4. So because these sheets are 6 by 6, I had this 2 by 2 square left over. I just cut it on the diagonal and then put it on the inside to be my inside decorations then. Now, let me show you something. I did it a little different on this. Still used those same triangles, but I had smudged some ink on the corner down here. I didn't realize I had some on my finger. So I just put them here on this side to help me cover that up. So there we go. Remember, a mistake, there is no such thing as a mistake. It's always a chance, what do they say, to embellish. So that's what we did there. Now I have my cat, one of the other designs in there, again stamped in the tuxedo black ink, cut out with the Stylish Shapes dies. Now this measures approximately 2 3/8 by 2 3/8. I have a piece of basic black, 2.5 by 2.5. And then the sweet sorbet, again, this is the largest of the squares from that Stylish Shapes die collection. And this is almost, it's between 2 3/4 and 2 7/8 is what this measures square wise. So those are those 3 pieces. The 4 by 5 1/4, 2 by 4, and the Country Gingham DSP. So let me go ahead, let's get these put together. I am running low on my glue here, so I always like to sort of, I don't know, build from the bottom up, if that makes sense. That way, any of my pattern papers or cardstock or anything, if I didn't cut them really good, I always have a chance to then trim things down. So that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead now and adhere this to the card base. Love this mint macaron color with these. So very springy, very pretty. All right. So straight down to my card base this goes. And now, one quick thing that I did on the cat is I used my blends to color in the heart. Again, the Sweet Sorbet. So let's go ahead and get that colored in. That was the light of the Sweet Sorbet. I'm just going to add a little bit of dark. Not that you can really see it, but I feel like it just kind of adds a little something in there by building up that darker color in the corner there. So, all right, so we're good there. I'm going to go ahead and adhere all these layers together now, all of the squares. So this I'll put directly onto the black. And then this will go on to the red, the Sweet Sorbet. And then I do have dimensionals now on the back here. Yep, a bunch of them. You know, I do like them all that dimension. So you do you. If you like to use less, if you like to use more, you go for it. And that's my feeling. So, all right, so down it goes. Now I do have a sentiment, again, really the same one. I guess this one's more appropriate for this image about being head over heels about you. So I just stamped it, just cut it out and layered it up with some black. Really, I don't give dimensions a lot, I know, for sentiment strips. And that's because it's going to be based on your sentiment, what you use. Whether you use it from this stamp set or something you already have in your stash, any of the above. So just cut it out, layer it up based on what you have. So. All right, almost done. This time I did change up the embellishments that I'm using. This is actually from the holiday catalog, the one that is going to be out of commission at the end of the month. So make sure if you like anything from there that you get your orders in quickly. Things are selling out. So these fine sparkle gems, I love the colors. I think this is meant to be pale papaya. However, I thought it was close enough to the petal pink that I'm like, nah, we're good. I'm going to use it. So let me just add these on using my pick tool. And all right, yeah, I know I always have to do it upside down. And here we go. There is card number 2. So let's get card number 3 ready. Now this one is another one in which I'm using something from the holiday catalog. So let me grab all of that. And I honestly have not checked to see if this is still available or not, but I am using this Snowman Magic and the Snowman dies. This is as a bundle, And again, like I said, it is retiring, so I'm not sure if it's still available or not. So I didn't think to check before coming on live with you guys. But really, all I did was used and die cut out the hat and the bird, and I used a sentiment from there. So the hat is stamped in the balmy blue, the bird, the sweet sorbet, and then of course the cat and the sentiment in the black. So let me go ahead and bring in all of the things that I need here. So once again, I really like this cat. That's my Fred would lay a lot, especially on my lap. He was so much the lap cat that I really miss that about my current cat. He sometimes will come up with me, but not always. So that's, like I said, one thing I miss about Fred. So, okay, let me get my act together here. So I have mint macaron for my card base, top folding card. The insides, right now I've left blank. I figured I will go ahead and do my sentiment in there. Some of the paper then that is just some strips that I had left over is gone on the inside. Here is my piece of designer series paper, 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm going to go ahead, get that glued down before I go any further, and then I'll tell you about the other pieces then that go in this. So let me bring this back in. And there we go with that. All right. Next, I have a piece of balmy blue. I am just using this sort of as a mat behind my main piece of white here, my main panel there, or main layer, but just doing it in a different size. Just thought that would be kind of fun. So this actually measures 3 3/4 by 2 1/4. So I'm going to go ahead and get this popped down, or put down. I don't know why I said popped. So does anybody have a pet that they love, or one that they remember growing up with, or currently have, any of the above? So yeah, Fred was mine. Growing up, we had dogs, and my mom loved the dogs so much that they only really kind of played with her and what have you. So really kind of missed out on the dog part of growing up. So, but this piece of the DSP, it's a 1/2 inch wide, and it is 4 inches long. Now my piece of white is 4 1/4 inches long by 2. All right. So this, it's going to go right across from side to side, all the way across the card front. So let's go ahead, get this adhered down now. So you can see I'm concentrating to see that I have that down. And then I just have that little bit of the blue, the balmy blue showing. If you prefer, you can certainly just cut thin strips of it and adhere the blue on either side of the white. That works too. I just went ahead and, like I said, obviously put that all the way down. Okay, let me move this off to the side for a second. Now I have my cat dimensionals on the back. I have to get him dressed though, get his hat on, the balmy blue hat. So a little bit of glue there. These tiny things sometimes, fingers don't always work. Whoops. And now I like the way he's kind of looking behind him, so that's why I thought I would put the bird on his back, like he was looking at that bird, wondering why is it there. So there we go. All right, let me get this adhered down now. I am going to put another dimensional here just to make sure that my bird especially sticks down, and as well as the hat. There wasn't a lot of room to put adhesive on, so I just want to make sure I kind of have it doubled up there by using the dimensionals too. So, all right. So once again, I have all of these dimensionals. I have even cut some in half. Like I said, that just is what worked best for the tail and his paw that's hanging out over. There we go, almost. So yeah, you're gonna love this new catalog, the new mini catalog. Celebration is also going to be January and February only this year, so keep that in mind also. So yeah, if you need a catalog, let me know. I will gladly get one sent off to you as soon as my order comes in. So I would be happy to. So let me know. You can leave a comment or message me, Linda Lou Creates. I would be happy to help you out and make sure that you have all of the things you need, especially if you too are a cat lover like me. So anyway, here we go. Let me bring the cards back in. So I have there. Oops. Here, and then the very first one here. Let me just make sure I have them all in frame. So do you have a favorite? So anyway, well, hey guys, thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. And like I said, if ever you need anything, don't hesitate to message me, leave comments, and I will certainly get back to you. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Christmas is coming, so got to get going. I need to get those Christmas cards out in the mail. I sure do. So anyway, thanks again, guys. We'll talk later. Bye now.